So, hello everyone. Today I'll be discussing all about uncertainties in the least squares coefficients, a key topic in regression analysis. We use least squares regression to find the best fit line through a set of data points. But it's important to remember, the line we find is based on sample data, not the entire population. So just like any estimate from a sample, our slope and intercept, called the least squares coefficients, have some uncertainty. Let's break this down. So in simple linear regression, we try to model the relationship between a variable x and a response variable y using a line y hat equals b0 plus b1 times x, where b0 is the intercept and b1 is the slope. These are calculated from our data, but if we use a different sample, we get different values. That's where uncertainty comes in. So why do we have uncertainty? Because each y value isn't perfectly on the line. We model it as y sub I equals beta 0 plus beta 1 times x sub I plus epsilon sub I, where beta 0 and beta 1 are the true coefficients and epsilon sub I is a random error, usually assumed to be normally distributed with mean 0 and constant variance. The residuals, the differences between the observed and predicted y values, contain the randomness, and this randomness affects our estimates of b0 and b1. So to measure this uncertainty, we calculate the standard errors of b0 and b1. So first, the standard error of b1, which is the slope. So SE sub b1 equals S divided by the square root of the sum of x sub I minus x bar squared. And standard error of b0, which is the intercept. So SE sub b0 equals S times the square root of 1 over n plus x bar squared over the sum of x sub I minus x bar squared. So here, S is the standard deviation of the residuals and n is the number of data points. These formulas come from propagation of uncertainty in the regression model. The important part is they tell us how much our estimates could vary if we repeated the experiment. So once we know the standard errors, we can build the confidence intervals. Let's say we want a 95% confidence interval for the slope b1. It looks like this. b1 plus or minus t star times SE sub b1, where t star is the critical value from the t distribution with n minus 2 degrees of freedom. This means we are 95% confident the true slope b1 lies in this interval. We can do the same for the intercept. So why do we care about these uncertainties? Because if the confidence interval for b1 includes 0, it suggests no significant linear relationship between x and y. It also helps us judge the reliability of our model. Narrow intervals mean we're confident in our estimates. Wide intervals suggest high variability. So our related idea is hypothesis testing for the slope. So for the null hypothesis, so h naught beta 1 equals 0 and h1 beta 1 is not equal to 0. So we use a t-test, which is t equals b1 divided by SE sub b1. If the p-value is small, usually less than 0.05, we reject HO and say there's evidence of a relationship. So in summary, to wrap up, here's what we covered. Least squares coefficient estimates the slope and intercept of the best fit line. These estimates have uncertainty due to the variability in the data. We measure this using standard errors. We use standard errors to create confidence intervals and do hypothesis testing. Understanding these uncertainties helps us make inf- Understanding these uncertainties help us make informed conclusions about relationships in our data.